everyone. I hope you're all having a great time at the 2014 North American World Championship Qualifier. I know I am.
Pardon my interruption, but I have need of your assistance.
I got to see lots of awesome duels, and it looks like the best duels are still to come.
I am sure they are, but I am searching for my friend Yuma.
I've battled the toughest competition in the world, but the duelists here in Detroit are the best I've ever seen. And you all have so many cool cards.
Hello? Can you not see or hear me?
I don't know about you, but I can't wait to check out the rest of the tournament.
If you cannot hear me, then unfortunately you cannot help me either.
Are you all ready for the top 16 to begin?
World Championship Qualifier Observation Number 1. Even among a large crowd, it is possible to feel all alone.
Yugi, do you hear something? Oh, hi, Pharaoh. You startled me. No, I don't hear anything. Do you?
Ah, is there one who can detect my presence?
I sense a kindred spirit in trouble, calling out to us for help. Who's there?
My name is Astral, a friend and visitor to your world. Can you help me? After witnessing Yuma fail to win a Battle City game mat for the 10th time, I left to watch the tournament instead, for I desired to witness duelists with actual skills. However, when I returned, Yuma was nowhere to be found. Your assistance in locating him will be greatly appreciated.
What do you think, Yugi? Should we help a lost spirit named Astral?
Do you even need to ask? Friends come first. This tournament is a blast, but I know how it feels to be separated from someone you care about. Let's put the tournament on hold until we help Astral.
I agree.
World Championship Qualifier Observation Number 2. These two duelists share a bond similar to my bond with Yuma. However, they also share one body, something I have never seen in the human world. How interesting. It must be a Detroit thing.
So, how can we help?
Instead of searching for him, maybe he can come to us. Will you duel me? Yuma loves dueling, so I am certain an exciting duel will draw him here.
Of course. This will be a great duel.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready. It's time to duel.
I shall start this duel with Card D.
Amazing! Now that Astral is dueling, I can see and hear him perfectly. Go get him, Pharaoh!
World Championship Qualifier Observation Number 3. Spectating duelists consider summoning Card D on the first turn of a duel an exceptional maneuver. By sending Card D to the graveyard, I can draw 2 cards from my deck, as long as I do not special summon any monsters this turn. Next, I will set 1 card face down and end my turn.
It's my move. First, I summon my skilled Dark Magician in attack mode. Next, I activate Card Destruction. This spell card forces each of us to discard our hands and draw the same number of cards that we discarded. I discard Brain Control, Mystical Elf, Burning Land, and Gaia the Fierce Knight to draw 4 more cards.
Thank you. I will discard my hand and draw 6 new cards. These new cards will help me out considerably.
My card destruction may have provided you with minor assistance, but it shall prove to be even more powerful to me. My card destruction gave me more than just a new hand. It also allows me to add 1 spell counter to my skilled Dark Magician. You see, Astral, whenever a spell card is activated, I can add a spell counter to my skilled Dark Magician.
What do spell counters do?
You will see soon enough. Next, I activate Pot of Greed. This card lets me draw 2 more cards, but that's not all. Since Pot of Greed is also a spell card, I can add a second spell counter to my skilled Dark Magician. Then I activate Graceful Charity. This card lets me draw 3 cards and discard 2. I draw 3 cards and then discard my Summon Skull and my Feral Imp. Like Card Destruction and Pot of Greed, my Graceful Charity is also a spell card. That means by activating it, I can add a 3rd spell counter to my skilled Dark Magician. Now you will see the true strength of my skilled Dark Magician by sending my skilled Dark Magician to the graveyard. I special summon Dark Magician from my deck. And since your field is wide open, you're vulnerable to my Magician's attack. Dark Magician, attack Astral directly with Dark Magic Attack!
I think not. I special summon Gardner from my hand. When one of your monsters attacks my life points directly, I can special summon Gardner from my hand in attack position.
Your Gardner only has 1,500 attack points. It's much weaker than my Dark Magician, so my Dark Magician will have no problem destroying it. Dark Magician, attack Astral's Gardner. Your Gardner is a Goner.
I activate my Gardner special ability. By discarding 1 card, I can protect my Gardner from your Dark Magician's attack. I discard Girl.
You may have prevented your Gardner from being destroyed, but since it was in attack mode, you still lose 1,000 life points.
That is a small price to pay to keep my Gardner.
I set 1 card face down before ending my turn. It's your move.
I draw. Now I summon Golem in attack mode. Next I shall perform an Xyz summon.
An Xyz what?
By combining 2 monsters with the same level, I can Xyz summon a powerful monster from my extra deck. I overlay level 4 Gardner and Golem. With these 2 monsters, I build the overlay network and Xyz summon number 39, Utopia!
I've never seen that card before.
Well, you will now be able to take a closer look. Utopia, attack Yugi's Dark Magician with the Rising Sun Slash!
I activate my trap card, Spellbinding Circle. This card weakens your monster by 700 attack points, making my Magician the stronger of the 2.
Unfortunately for you, I have a trap card of my own. I activate my trap card, Xyz Reflect. When you target one of my Xyz monsters with a spell, trap, or monster effect, I can activate Xyz Reflect. Xyz Reflect negates the card that targeted my Xyz monster and inflicts 800 points of damage to your life points. Your spellbinding circle is gone, and you are down to 3,200 life points.
Even though you destroyed my spellbinding circle, our monsters are evenly matched, each with 2,500 attack points. Dark Magician, destroy Astral's Utopia! How can this be? My Dark Magician is destroyed, but Utopia is still on the field. What trickery is this, Astral?
World Championship Qualifier Observation number 4. Duelists at this tournament are unfamiliar with the power of number monsters. They have lost their memories, just like myself. Number 39, Utopia, like all number monsters, cannot be destroyed in battle, except by other number monsters. Your Dark Magician is not a number monster. Therefore, my Utopia is not destroyed.
But I don't have any number monsters.
Then you cannot destroy number 39 in battle.
This isn't good.
I set 1 card before ending my turn.
It's my turn. First, I activate Monster Reborn to special summon Dark Magician back to the field. Next, I activate Dedication Through Light and Darkness. Behold, as my Dark Magician transforms into an even more powerful monster, I summon Dark Magician of Chaos! Not only does my Dark Magician of Chaos have 2,800 attack points, making it stronger than Utopia, but it also has a stunning special ability. When I summon Dark Magician of Chaos to my field, I can add one spell card from my graveyard to my hand. I'll activate my Magician's effect to retrieve a spell card I discarded with card destruction from my very first turn. I add Brain Control to my hand. I may not be able to destroy your number monster in battle, but there's nothing stopping me from taking control of it. You're finished, Astral. I activate Brain Control and take control of Utopia. Utopia is now mine until the end of my turn. I have two powerful monsters with a combined attack power of 5,300. Dark Magician of Chaos, attack Astral directly.
I activate my trap card, Impenetrable Attack. This card prevents all damage that would be dealt to me this turn. I still stand strong with 3,000 life points.
You may have withstood my monster's attacks, but I still control one of the most powerful magicians in my deck. I set one card face down, and then activate Shard of Greed. Now, during each of my draw phases, I get to add a greed counter to my Shard of Greed. When it has 2 greed counters, I can send it to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. You're up, Astral.
Since your turn is over, Utopia returns to me. It is my turn. First, I activate Blustering Winds. This card increases Utopia's attack and defense points by 1,000 until my next standby phase. Now that Utopia has 3,500 attack points, it is stronger than your magician. Utopia, attack Yugi's Dark Magician of Chaos!
Just as I hoped. I activate my trap card, Magic Cylinder. This card negates your monster's attack and inflicts damage to your life points equal to the attack points of your attacking monster. Utopia has 3,500 attack points, so you lose 3,500 life points. But since you only have 3,000 life points, that's more than you can spare. This duel is over.
I would not recommend jumping to conclusions. Remember when you used card destruction on your first turn? One of the cards you forced me to discard was my Intercept Tomato. Now I activate its effect by banishing it from my graveyard. I can reduce the damage dealt by your Magic Cylinder to 0.
Well played. But Utopia's attack is nevertheless negated, and my Dark Magician of Chaos is spared.
On the contrary, while it is true that my Utopia's attack is negated for now, your Dark Magician of Chaos and your life points are far from spared. In fact, with no cards left on your field to protect you, this quick play spell card will allow Utopia to finish off you and your magician.
Oh no!
Oh yes. I activate Double or Nothing! Double or Nothing doubles the attack points of a monster whose attack is negated and allows it to attack again. Since you negated my Utopia's attack with Magic Cylinder, Double or Nothing will bring you double the trouble. Now my Utopia has 7,000 attack points, which is more than enough to wipe out you and your magician. Utopia, attack Yugi's Dark Magician of Chaos and end this duel!
You may be able to destroy my magician, but I won't go down that easily. I discard Karibo from my hand to prevent all of the damage that Utopia's attack would deal to my life points. When my Dark Magician of Chaos is destroyed, it's banished from the duel. But with 3,200 life points, this duel is far from over.
We shall see. My Utopia's attack points return to 3,500. I set one card before ending my turn.
It's my move. First, I draw a card and add a greed counter to my Shard of Greed. Next, I activate Card of Sanctity. Now, we each draw from our decks until we have 6 cards in our hands. But that's not all. I've got a World Championship qualifier observation of my own. Drawing 2 cards is good, but drawing 5 cards is better. And I have just the monster to let me do it. Come forth, Curry Bandit! By tributing Curry Bandit, I get to draw 5 cards. I keep any spell or trap cards I draw and send any monsters to the graveyard. I tribute Curry Bandit to draw 5 cards from my deck. I draw Knight's Title, Premature Burial, Swords of Revealing Light, Emergency Provisions, and NAWCQ, the Magical Mist. Since all of them are spell cards, all 5 of them are added to my hand. Now I have 10 cards in my hand. Next, I pay 800 life points to activate Premature Burial. This card lets me special summon Dark Magician back from my graveyard. Now, I activate Knight's Title. This card lets me transform my Dark Magician into Dark Magician Knight. When my Dark Magician Knight is summoned, it can destroy any card on the field. Dark Magician Knight, strike down Astral's Utopia! Your number 39 Utopia is destroyed. And that's just the beginning. Next, I summon my ultimate monster of chaos. Behold, as the powers of dark and light combine to conjure your defeat, I banish Karibo and Mystical Elf from my graveyard to special summon Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning!
World Championship Qualifier Observation number 5. Duelists here are excited to see Blackluster Soldier. I have never heard cheering this loud, even for Miguel Cabrera.
I can special summon Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, simply by banishing 1 dark monster and 1 light monster from my graveyard. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, has 3,000 attack points, plus 2 powerful effects. Instead of attacking, it can banish any monster on your field. If it does attack and destroys a monster, it can attack again. Since you're wide open for a direct attack and only have 3,000 life points left, I'll use my soldier to attack. Now, Blackluster Soldier, attack Astral directly. End this duel.
I activate Pinpoint Guard. Now I special summon Flelf back from the graveyard.
Your Felf is far weaker than my soldier. Blackluster Soldier, attack and destroy Astral's Felf!
Have you taken dueling lessons from Yuma? You must know Pinpoint Guard protects my Flelf from your soldier's attack.
Then perhaps my knight can finish the job. Sword of Dark Magic, attack!
It cannot. Pinpoint Guard protects my Flelf for the entire turn.
Remarkable. You managed to withstand the attacks of both of my monsters. But to protect them from counterattack, I activate Swords of Revealing Light. As long as my Swords of Revealing Light are on the field, you can't attack for 3 turns. Finally, I set 3 cards face down before ending my turn. It's your move.
Turn 7, Astral's turn. Yugi 2400, Astral 3000.
I draw. With these particular cards in my hand, I am truly feeling the flow. I send level 3, a Cha-Cha Archer from my hand to the graveyard to increase Flelf's level by the level of my Archer. Now my Flelf is level 5 monster. Next I summon Gagaga Magician. While Gagaga Magician is face up on my field, I can special summon Gagaga Child from my hand.
You've amassed 3 monsters?
And counting. There is still 1 member missing from my Gagaga family. I activate Gagaga Revenge to special summon the Gagaga girl I discarded earlier.
You may have 4 monsters on the field, but none of them are as strong as either one of my monsters. And since your monsters are all different levels, you can't combine any of them to Xyz summon stronger monsters.
Ah, so now you figured out how Xyz summoning works. You truly are a wise duelist. However, you must be unaware of my monster's special abilities. My Gagaga Magician can change its level at will. I will activate my Gagaga Magician's effect to transform it into a level 7 monster.
It still doesn't match the level of any of your monsters.
That is because I have not yet used my Gagaga Girl's effect. Her effect lets me set her level equal to the level of my Gagaga Magician. I will activate her effect to change her into a level 7 monster.
Oh no!
And that is just the beginning. Next, I activate Starlight Starbright. I wish for my Gagaga Child's level to match the level of my Flelf. And thanks to this spell card, my wish is granted. When I control 2 monsters with the same number of attack points or defense points, Starlight Starbright lets me change one of those monsters' levels to match the level of the other monster. Since Gagaga Child and Flelf both have 800 attack points, Starlight Starbright changes my Gagaga Child into a level 5 monster just like Flelf. Now that I have 2 level 5 monsters and 2 level 7 monsters, it is time for a double Xyz summon. I overlay my level 5 Flelf with my level 5 Gagaga Child to Xyz summon number 61, Volcasaurus! Next, I overlay my level 7 Gagaga Magician with my level 7 Gagaga Girl to Xyz summon number 11, Big Guy! And since my Gagaga Girl was equipped with Gagaga Revenge when I used her in Xyz summon, number 11 gains 300 attack points.
Incredible! You've manipulated the levels of your monsters to summon the Xyz monsters of your choosing. I've never seen any strategy like it.
And now I have 2 number monsters, each with an effect that will help defeat you. But first, I activate Xyz Gift. Since I control 2 Xyz monsters, I can activate Xyz Gift to draw 2 cards from my deck. Next, I activate Tornado. This card destroys your Swords of Revealing Light, leaving me free to attack.
I chain my emergency provisions. Now I can send any of my spell or track cards to the graveyard to gain 1,000 life points for each. Since my Swords of Revealing Light is about to be destroyed, I'll send it to the graveyard with emergency provisions. I'll also send my face-down Yugioh to the graveyard. My emergency provisions grant me a grand total of 2,000 life points. Now, I have 4,400 life points.
And you will need all of them. Number 11, Big Eye, can take control of any monster on your field. I cannot attack with Big Eye during the turn I activate its effect, but the monster I have taken command of is a different story. Number 11 uses an overlay unit to take control of your Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning.
Not good.
Next, I use Volcasaurus's effect. Number 61, Volcasaurus cannot attack this turn since I used Gagaga Child as an Xyz material to Xyz summon it. But that does not mean it cannot damage your life points. By using one of Volcasaurus's overlay units, I can destroy any face-up monster on your field. And if I do, you lose life points equal to that monster's attack points. Volcasaurus uses an overlay unit to destroy your Dark Magician Knight and inflict 2,500 points of damage to your life points.
I activate my trap card, Soul Rope! When you destroy my monster, I can activate this card. By paying 1,000 life points, I'm allowed to special summon any level 4 or lower monster from my deck. I special summon Obnoxious Celtic Guardian in defense mode. My Obnoxious Celtic Guardian can't be destroyed by monsters with 1,900 and more attack points. All of your monsters are too powerful to destroy my monster.
You are correct. That monster is quite obnoxious. Instead of attacking with Black Luster Soldier, I will use its effect to banish your obnoxious Celtic guardian from the duel. Luckily for you, even though I have 3 powerful monsters on the field, none of them can attack this turn. It is your move.
Turn 8, Yugi's turn. Yugi 900, Astral 3000.
I draw a card and then add a second greed counter to my Shard of Greed. Now, by sending Shard of Greed to the graveyard, I draw 2 cards. Your field of monsters is about to be swallowed up by this spell card. I activate Dark Hole. Now all monsters on the field, including both of your number monsters, are sent to the graveyard.
Oh dear.
And that's just the beginning. Next, I summon Beta, the Magnet Warrior. Beta, attack Astral directly.
I will lose 1,700 life points, but I am still in this duel with 1,300 life points. And if there is one thing that I learned from Yuma, it is to never give up until my final life point.
I set 1 card before ending my turn. It's your move.
Turn 9, Astral's turn. Yugi 900, Astral 1300.
First, I activate Gagaga Draw. By banishing 3 Gagaga monsters from my graveyard, I draw 2 cards. I banish Gagaga Girl, Gagaga Child, and Gagaga Magician from my graveyard to draw 2 cards. Now, I summon Ganbara Knight in defense mode. Next, I activate Monster Slots. This card lets me banish a monster from my graveyard with the same level as Ganbara Knight. Since Ganbara Knight is a level 4 monster, I shall use Monster Slots to banish the level 4 Gogogo Golem from my graveyard. Next, I get to draw a card. If it is a monster with the same level as the card I banished from my graveyard and the monster I have on my field, then I get to special summon it. I draw Gogogo Gigas. Since it is a level 4 monster, I can special summon it to the field. You dueled well, Yugi, but it ends here. You only have 900 life points remaining. I activate Thunder Short to deal 400 points of damage for each monster you control. Since you control 1 monster, you lose 400 life points.
But that means I still have 500 points left.
Next, I overlay my level 4 Ganbara Knight with my level 4 Gogogo Gigas to Exceed summon Gagaga Cowboy in defense mode! My Gagaga Cowboy has a special ability. While it is in defense mode, it can use an overlay unit to inflict 800 points of damage to your life points.
But I only have 500 life points left.
Precisely. Now it is time to high-five the sky. Gagaga Cowboy, use an overlay unit to finish Yugi and win this duel. Your life points are reduced to 0.
That may be, but I haven't lost yet.
I believe you are mistaken. Your life points are at 0. When your life points drop to 0, the duel ends. I am the winner.
My life points may have been reduced to 0, but this trap card will keep me in the duel. I activate Relay Soul. When my life points drop to 0, this trap card lets me special summon a monster from my hand. As long as I have that monster and it remains on the field, I remain in the duel, no matter how many life points I have. I entrust my fate with my Dark Magician Girl.
A trap card that works when its owner's life points reach 0. How fascinating. But all I must do is destroy your 1 monster. And although my Gagaga Cowboy can't attack your magician right now, on my next turn it can. While attacking, my Gagaga Cowboy can give up 1 Xyz material to increase its attack points by 1,000 and decrease your monster's attack points by 500. With all of those attack points, my Gagaga Cowboy will easily wipe out your Dark Magician Girl on my next turn. Your last-ditch effort to stay in the duel was well done, but it will not save you.
Turn 10, Yugi's turn. Yugi 0, Astral 1300.
Astral's right. I don't have many options left. So it all depends on this draw. Heart of the cards. Guide me. I draw. This situation is dire indeed. But in times such as these, I can count on the legendary Knights of Atlantis to hear my cry. I've drawn the Eye of Timaeus. Come forth, Timaeus! Now I combine Timaeus with Dark Magician Girl to summon Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight! The baton has been passed. Now my fate rests with Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. I will only lose this duel if she is destroyed. But I plan to defeat you before that can happen.
How?
Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight has 2,600 attack points. Your Gaga Cowboy only has 2,400 defense points. That means my Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, is powerful enough to destroy it. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, attack and destroy Astral's Gaga Cowboy! Now your field is wide open to a direct attack. Beta, the Magnet Warrior, attack Astral directly and end this duel.
I will not be defeated. Intercept Tomato was not the only helpful monster I discarded with card destruction on your first turn. I also discarded Rainbow Karibo. When you declare a direct attack, my Rainbow Karibo can return from the graveyard to intercept it.
Not good enough. Beta's attack will continue, and along with it, I activate Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight's special ability. By sending one card in my hand to the graveyard, Rainbow Karibo is destroyed. And with Rainbow Karibo out of my way, my Magna Warrior will finish this duel once and for all.
We did it!
Great duel, Yugi. You are an exceptional duelist.
You've impressed me yourself, Astral.
Well, now that that's over, let's get back to the tournament.
But Yugi, Astral hasn't found his friend yet.
Actually, I sense that Yuma is now nearby. Our plan worked. This duel was so exciting that it drew him here. Please, return to your tournament.
You got it, Astral. And I hope I get a chance to duel against you sometime soon.
World Championship Qualifier Observation number 6. No matter what universe we come from, duelists with heart always triumph.
Give it up once more to our two voice actors and to the two Michaels.